Hi everybody, this is Live Smart. Welcome back to whatever this is, Milano Cortina edition. I am back at the ISU home of skating, and we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to recap. I'm still in Milan. I'm still here at the Winter Olympic Games. My competition has ended. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything that's happened after that, what's coming up. Yeah, I'm really overwhelmed still, and I am drinking a glass of bubbles while we're doing this episode, so be patient, bear with me, and I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to take my shoes off for this one. We're going to pretend like we're home on my sofa back in Montreal, and we're gonna dive in to whatever this is with Live Smart. Okay, first up, we just competed at the Winter Olympic Games here in Milan. Right before the rhythm dance, I did an episode of you guys here on this sofa at the ISU house, ISU home. We were going into the rhythm dance competition, which was the Monday, and the free dance was the Wednesday. So we had a day off in between, which is not normal for figure skating events unless you're at the Olympic Games or unless you're a pairs team. They usually get the luxury of having a day off in between. Rhythm Dance Day. Monday, this is the first event of our ice dance competition. It was phenomenal. Skating out on Olympic ice for the first time with Tim was a feeling I thought I was ready for, but then when I actually stood out there before they call your name to do just the warm-up, like you go one at a time and present, I was behind the curtain and I could hear the crowd, I could hear the announcer, and I was absolutely pooping myself. Like, I've done an Olympic Games before. It doesn't get easier. I don't know how Evan Bates is doing it on his fifth one. The anxiety is like growing, but the feeling you get when you complete an Olympic performance or an Olympic Games in general, it makes up for all the nerves, the sweat, the tears, the anxiety attacks, everything that goes into it. It makes you realize, like, this is why you do it. This is why we love it. And this is why we're still doing it. So rhythm dance was fantastic. Tim and I officially and finally skated a clean rhythm dance. I know that sounds kind of bad to say, but we also skated a clean rhythm dance at Europeans, but we got screwed on the technical point in the choreo step, getting an exclamation point. So we made sure when we started that choreo step here in Milan, I was treading on eggshells. I was like, okay, perform like enough, but like I ain't getting another exclamation point here. I'm not doing that. I am getting through this clean, and I want to see a score that I am pleased with this time here in Milan. And we did it. We were there. We were so happy. We got off the ice. The energy from the arena, hearing my family in the crowd, also being here at an Olympic Games with my family. That's like a whole other thing. And also we're in Italy, where the culture is eat focaccia and drink wine and beer. And that's all my family did from the day they arrived until the day they left. But they were doing this while I was in the Olympic Village preparing for competition. And they were sending pictures into our group chat. Well, I had one major FOMO, but we were just living two very different lives until the end of the event when I could enjoy my time with my family before they left. So yeah, just having my family here in the crowd looking up, or at least trying to look up and take in the energy of what the Olympic arena was. But I spotted my family. My brother was here with his fiance, my mom, dad, Tim's whole family was here, and Jean-Luc. So it was really special just to look up in an Olympic arena at my second Olympic Games with my family here finally, as in Beijing. There was nobody. There wasn't that much love. And at this one, I really seriously felt all the love. Saw so many Spanish flags, so many fans, so much cheer. So rhythm dance recap, success. We were both so happy. The ice dance event, like I said, was really tight, very strong. Like everyone was just on fire at this event. Like everyone's at their peak. And everyone's delivering solid performances, and one little slip up, kaput, you're out. So finally, no exclamation point, clean skate, rhythm dance, new costume. Man, there's a lot that's happened. I had this costume made by Matthew Cohen. I had mixed feelings about my first costume. I loved it, but I also went through so many different versions of my rhythm dance costume. That we started with like a leotard with fishnet tights, high gloves. Then we added a skirt to it. Then we removed some chains. Like each competition, that costume changed. So it wasn't exactly what I was like wanting from the beginning. And then I was like, okay, fresh start. I need something that's new, sexy, mature, and felt Olympic. It felt like my Olympic rhythm dance costume. And I put it on. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the one. So thank you to Mathieu for one, pulling through so fast, because I was very last minute with this decision. He was like, oh, when do you need this for? I was like, the Olympics. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll make that happen. That's in 2 weeks. So he really pulled through, made that happen. So thank you to his team. Rhythm dance day complete. We could talk for hours about just the rhythm dance and just the Monday on its own, but we have so much to talk about. When the Tuesday, the next day after the rhythm dance, we had a full day off except one practice for the free dance. This day felt like a whole week on its own. I was really excited to have the day off in between. You know, you kind of get your legs back, you get to recover a bit more before you dive into a free dance. Well, we didn't have practice until 6 p.m. that next Tuesday, which was good because we didn't get home from the rhythm dance until 1 a.m. because our event was so late. Sorry, the bubbles are coming up. The bubbles and the cacio e pepe pasta I had before coming here. I guess the day off in between is really nice when you don't have anxiety and when you don't freak the fuck out like I do. That whole day I was like, I am freaking out. I have the sweats. I can't eat, but I need to eat. Like, just all these feelings, all these emotions. And that free dance practice, actually, in that evening was terrible. It was god-awful for me. I was making mistakes. I couldn't feel my legs. I wasn't, like, in my body. I wasn't present. I, like, just finished and was like, yeah, I think I just need to forget about that practice and just focus on the next day, which was the free dance day. But Tim and I were able to express this to each other, close that free dance practice, and not carry it into the free dance competition day. Free dance competition day, the Wednesday. I haven't even thought about it. I haven't even recapped it myself in my brain before I sat here on the camera talking to you all. So we're just going through this in my brain together in real time. Long story short, the free dance was the best we could have done. It was phenomenal. From beginning to end, just crisp, clear, present. It was one of those skates where you get off the ice and I had to be like, was it good? Like, what happened? I don't remember what happened. I was just living in I was like living in the present moment. Tim and I were just so nervous. We were in another world where we had to just like lock in with each other, like find each other's eyes. And throughout the skate, I was doing that so much, and it just brought me to another place that I haven't in a while. Tim and I said the last time we felt like we skated in that energy and had that experience and feeling was at the Boston World Championships, where we got off the ice and we were like, oh, that's a really good score. We must have skated really fucking good. Having that skate at an Olympic Games is any athlete's dream come true. And we did it. We had that Olympic moment. We had our Olympic moment. My legs were just absolutely kaput, done, shot at the end of our free dance, and I wanted to like look around and take it all in, but I was like, Tim, I need a minute. There's like a clip where Tim's trying to hug me and I just have my head down and my hands on my knees because I gave it all. I gave it my everything, and I'm so happy I did. I'm so happy Tim did. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of us to have just, one, gotten to this place in such a short time, but also handled the pressure, handled the Olympic pressure, but every athlete on the ice out there, the Olympic pressure is a whole other level. And my mom was, the other night, she was like, but it's just like any other skating competition, like the World Championships. It was packed. It was huge. I was like, yeah, when you look at it that way, it's just a full packed arena, which we've done before in the past, and we're used to. But not really, because with the Olympic Games, you have to remember everybody around the world is watching the Olympic Games on television. Like, this is what people are watching on television in their spare time right now at home, all over the world. So you have the world looking at you. Like, all eyes are on you. You do something good, you blow up and go viral. You do something bad, you blow up and go viral. Like, the media is so involved in this. So in your mind, you're like, okay, yes, this is a competition in front of a crowd, in a public event, but at the same time, the whole world's watching you. Everyone's like, oh, figure skating's on. What's that? Let me watch this today. So people are probably watching you for the first time ever, and you want to make a good impression. Not a bad one. So that's really difficult mentally to think about. So you try not to let those thoughts kind of like flow, and you just need to focus on the skate. But of course, the devils in the back of your mind are always going to creep in. As soon as the music ended, I blocked everything out. I blocked the crowd out. I blocked my extra devilish thoughts. I was just so present there with Tim. And to have the opportunity to do our popular dune program on Olympic ice and to have done it as well as we did, it was a dream come true, a moment I'll never forget, even though I don't remember it. So I'm going to go back and watch the video a couple of times and relive it through the video. Thank God for modern day technology, because I don't know how people used to do it without cell phones and YouTube. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We got a season's best here at the Olympic Games, which is also just top level. We're just having a lot of like winning moments lately, and we're not done. There's still a lot of winning moments that have been happening here in Milan. Competition's done. I got the chance to spend the evening with my family. We actually came here to the ISU Home of Skating, had one or two many glasses of wine and had a celebration. There was other skaters here. Our coaches were here. And just to like have my family around my skating world, it's very rare because they're not very skating like orientated and skating involved. It's more recently, I think, the more popular I've become. My parents are like, oh, this is fun. Especially my dad. His first proper ice skating competition for a while was in Boston. And he was like, oh, this is fun. But it's because the music, the cheer, the commentators, like there's just so many extra factors that have been added to skating events recently. And well, if you're pulling in a bigger crowd and you're pulling in people like my dad, you are selling. Like you were doing a really good job. Like good job ISU. Seriously. Stayed with my family that night, had a really late night McDonald's, which was very necessary because I had already eaten too much pasta, too much pizza, and I needed a burger. I needed a McDonald's. I needed some French fries. We had a night together. I got to wake up in my family's Airbnb and just have a moment of normality a little bit in a way, even though it wasn't normal because I just competed at the Olympic Games. But just to be with family out of the Olympic Village, I had some regular clothes on rather than my kit, which I am living now. And yeah, I just got to live a couple of days in Milan, in the center of Milan with my family. I did a little bit of shopping, did a little bit of drinking, did a little bit of eating, and I'm still here. I still have until the 23rd to go here in Milan, so we still have time to explore, celebrate, skate a little bit, do some more media stuff, and enjoy the Olympic Village as well. There, I still haven't done half of the activities that are in there because before competition I was dialed in. Figure skating competition, ice dance event, closed here in Milan at the Winter Olympic Games. And what was next? Well, to officially close the event, we were stood at the side of the ice and we'd just taken our group I am picture. And we have our suitcases. Tim and I have our suitcases, backpack and everything. And the arena is like emptying. Like there's no one in it really other than the workers around the ice. And Tim pulls the board open and he's like, hey, we should run across the ice. We had to exit that way anyway. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. We're not doing that. I'm not getting kicked out of the Olympics. I'm not getting kicked out of the Olympic rink. And he's like, no, it's fine. No one's going to say anything. We just finished competing. I was like, no, I'm not having the Polizia of Italy come and escort me out of this rink for running across the ice without my skates on and my suitcase. He gets on the ice, he starts going, and I follow this guy anyway. I trust him way too much. And we did it, though. We had our suitcases, we linked arms, and we shuffled across the ice. And people were cheering for us. It was just a moment that, I don't know. It felt like we had our, like, Olympic ice moment again, step back on it together, leaving the arena for the last time, even though I'm going to be entering that arena again. There's been a lot of special moments. Like I said, I could talk about this for hours. I'm pretty sure in next episodes to come, other memories, other moments will come up, and I'll recap even more of this whole spectacular event. The event ends, I'm with my family, and then my family leave, and Jean-Luc and I finally have some peace and quiet together here in Milan. We're staying in a beautiful Airbnb for a couple of days before he leaves and I go back to the Olympic Village. And we had a full day planned because it was Valentine's Day. 4 years ago on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2022, this was the day Jean-Luc said he loved me for the first time. We were at the Olympic Games together as best friends, and I was actually with someone at the time. I had a boyfriend. I was very much locked in. But Jean-Luc and I's love story is a whole other video, which I'll link so that you can watch it on its own. But yeah, it's a very significant day for us. A very special moment that we'll never forget. But Valentine's Day here in Milan at the Olympics together again. Of course, Jean-Luc's not in the Olympic Village with me, so we got to enjoy being out of the village together, experiencing a proper Valentine's Day here in Italy. We started our day off by waking up a little bit hungover and watching an episode of Handmaid's Tale, which is our new favorite show right now. Then taking a nap, then slowly waking up and getting ready to go for afternoon drinks. Perfect day here in Italy. We left this bar. I just had my first Negroni. Jean-Luc had just had his first martini. We were rolling. We were having just a beautiful, beautiful day here in Milan. I left this bar and I haven't drank in a while, so like I'm a real lightweight right now. I'm a real cheap date. And I leave this bar and I look at Jean-Luc. I'm like, hey babe, I'm pretty drunk. And I'm like, heh. Like being goofy, being my complete self. 4 minutes later, Jean-Luc got down on one knee and asked me to be his wife. I didn't know how to subtly say this or even just announce it in general because I'm still processing everything that's happening and that moment in general that happened. Man, I'm sweating. Good try with a t-shirt underneath the shirt. So, yeah, I'm a fucking fiance and I'm gonna get married to my best friend one day. To do this here in Milan at the Olympic Games was something I never, ever expected. Like I just said, I left this bar and I was like, hey babe, I'm like kind of drunk, and was like, and then 5 minutes later I'm getting proposed to. I saw him get down on one knee and I was like, I am stone cold sober now. What is happening? Such a spontaneous moment for me. I had absolutely no clue, and a moment I'll never forget at the same time, and I'm so glad I was just, I don't know, present in that moment and was able to just show my raw emotions because I was so shocked and I just bawled my eyes out. My mascara was down my face and we had things to do still after this, so I'm like, my makeup's being ruined. Everything's happening. But he had me set my phone up. We did a little dancey dance for a video for Instagram. And then next thing you know, he's like moving me aside. And I'm like, where are you putting me? Like, the camera's there. Like, my phone's there. This is for our Instagram video. And he's like, can you just step back a bit? And we're on these cobblestone roads. And he needed a flat surface because there was like a place in the middle where he could put his knee. And he's like, I know you've been waiting for this for quite a while. And I was like, oh, what is happening? Like I said, stone cold sober. In that moment, I was just a rock, and I was a shocked rock. I am so happy. I'm so grateful, and I'm the luckiest woman in the world, and I'm on cloud 9 right now. This literally happened yesterday, so I'm still shaking. I'm still processing it. I'm still staring at the rock on my finger and realizing that this is all happening, and so much has happened at the Olympic Games, and to have this significant moment be a part of this experience and journey is truly, truly magical. I feel like a Disney princess. Like I really need to write a book now at this point, just on Jean-Luc's and I's love story. So I was just proposed to. So much happened. There was people cheering. We're in the streets of Italy. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous moment. Jean-Luc had a photographer come. We got some fantastic photos. And after this, we had a dinner, which was gorgeous. And we had the chance to sit and process and enjoy this moment together and just talk about our future and what had just happened. But then after that, I had been invited to speak as an ally at the Pride House here in Milan. And I was like, I have to go and do a speech now in front of an audience at the Pride House here in Milan for the Olympics. But I just got proposed to. Like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? I'm just like, I'm a shaking rock. I was just so overwhelmed. There's so much happening. There's also a lot of alcohol in my system at this point because we're not just like casually drinking, we're celebrating. So I'd had like 4 glasses of champagne. Liquid courage, I guess. My speech at the Pride House was pretty good, to say I was the way I was. And thank you, Javi Raya, for having me a part of that moment, that community, and support so many of my friends from the skating world in this event here. And then Jean-Luc and I went out for the night. We went and had a dance. We went and had a couple of drinks, and we got to just enjoy some time together and go out. We haven't gone out in so long together. We used to go out all the time together when we were younger. We're still pretty young, but we're old now. We get hungover like this, so yeah, balance. So yeah, we actually had like a night out. We went dancing. We had some drinks. We woke up this morning feeling absolutely horrendous. But it was so worth it because I just looked down and was like, I'm fine. I feel fine. I could talk about this forever. And like I said on my last episode, prepare to be sick of me because the content has been absolutely crazy. And also the most unplanned content. Of course, I had the skating content planned and all of that jazz, but I didn't expect to be, posting an engagement video and engagement pictures. So I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We are closing up my skating experience here in Milan, and now a couple of days after the event where I got to do, the touristy things, the regular human things, like get engaged in Italy. Those things. Before this turns into an hour and a half episode and my social media manager, Steven, absolutely kills me because he says that's too long for YouTube, I have a very, very, very special person coming on my podcast. Whatever this is today, we're just going to chat. We're going to blab, and we're going to talk about skating. We're going to talk about non-skating stuff. We're going to talk about him, Italy, everything in its all. And I'm so happy I get to have him on this podcast today with me. He's a very close friend of mine. And I'm so honored to have you, Adam Rippon. Hi, babe. Hi, darling.
I'm so excited to be on whatever this is because I've been watching all of the whatever this is episodes.
Thank you.
And so even though I've felt like involved, now I feel like I've seen like a behind the scenes kind of like look at what
you've seen how much of a shit show it is, but it works.
I knew, but now I know. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
But I actually, this is your show, so nobody actually cares about me. So I actually want to say a few things about you.
Oh, God.
Is that I think like when athletes come to the Olympics and they're getting ready for the Olympics, when they come here, they really feel a lot of pressure now in a way that like when I was competing or even when I was younger to like capture all this content.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because like all of a sudden it's like, that you were talking about it before, like the world is watching. Mm-hmm. And I just think that you've done such a wonderful job where it doesn't feel overwhelming. It just feels like it was something that you were already doing.
Yes.
And I just think like when you dream of going to the Olympics and of having these like amazing moments, you've been able to do that, and I've been so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I've been so like honored to like watch your journey, and I got to be there for the opening ceremony and watch you walk in with the flag.
Oh yeah, that happened as well.
And I was sending you a bunch of pictures that were literally like things that my mom would send. Like I got the photo.
Or like
half off angle, and I was like, that's my friend.
Proud mom moment.
And I sent them all to you because I was like, she needs to see these horrible images that I've captured.
I need to see what you need to see what you look like from this far away, Olivia.
Yeah, and I was like, you'll
screw Getty images.
Like, yeah, you can wait for the Gettys. And so it's just been that was one amazing moment for me, and then another one was just to watch you compete. Because when we dream of like coming here, we dream of being able to skate our very best. And I've gotten to watch you over the course of the last few years skate with Tim, but in this season in particular, you were really careful about making sure you chose the pieces of music that like best just like could encapsulate your whole essence. And you did that. And you skated the way that you'd want to skate. And obviously, like, the medals are, like, we dream about those, and they're amazing. But 99% of them, nobody remembers where they are. And it's about, like, all of those moments. And, like, that's what the Olympics is all about. And you've, like, lived the absolute, like, dream Olympic experience.
Thank you. I'm like, I woke up this morning and was like, I feel like I'm living the Olympic dream. More than I expected. But even just being the flag bearer, that on its own, when I finished that, I was like, complete, I'm good. My Olympic experience is great. And then just it snowballed in the best way possible after that. I went to Adam's house in LA, and I got to stay with Adam and JP and Jean-Luc, and we had a few nights together. And I sat down with Adam after a glass of wine and was like,
there's always wine involved.
Yeah. Well,
it has to be.
Yeah, 1 second.
Here we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember sitting down with you and just being like, how did you do it?
Huh.
I was like, how did you get to where you are? How have you just grown as a person, not just as an athlete? Like you're the one person that I admire the most because skating hasn't defined you. And finding a career after skating is daunting for all of us. I experienced it for 4 months and I joined the circus. Like, I freaked out.
No, we're all in the circus.
Yes, this is the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Madagascar.
This is just a different version of it.
I remember sitting down with you and being like, okay, like, what did you do? Did you have an agent? Did you have a publicist? Like, how did you do it? Like, would you have a strategy? And you were like, no.
Yeah.
Just like, just run with it. Just be you. And I remember leaving your place and being like, okay, I kind of wanted a bit more of a clearer answer, but I'm going to try, I guess.
No, and you've done it. And the thing is, there is no clear way to do it.
There's no rule book. There's
No,
there's no class in school about this. Like, even just social media on its own. Like, everyone's just doing what they feel. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And
you just have to do things that like you would want to watch and see and share. And I just think that you've done a really amazing job at doing that.
Thank you.
And that's the whole thing,
Thank
right?
you.
Like that's when I've thought about social media and like what I want to do, I always just think of like, would I think that my friends would think what I'm posting is funny or interesting? And that's the only thing I worry about.
You have to please Sarah and Ashley though.
They're sticklers.
I was going to say.
Yeah, they're sticklers.
I feel like Sarah would watch a video and be like,
yes. If it's not funny, she would tell me.
Yeah. I think she's told me before as well. Don't worry.
Of course.
No. But
and so that's the main focus. Because at the end of the day, right, the one thing that I think when you look back, especially at this time for your social media, is that like it's a scrapbook.
Yeah.
And so you can look back at this whole thing in many years and like this was my journey really authentically.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's just pray I don't get my Instagram hacked or banned in the future again. And that happened to me once and I nearly...
That's literally an iconic story
that
I forgot about.
For sexual content that I didn't post. I was
that's unfortunate. Yeah.
What? I was like, I wish I did now at this point. It was,
I once had my Twitter hacked by a porn star.
Oh, which one?
I don't, but that happens.
It's so random.
And people don't actually link together porn and data hacking.
Yeah.
But there is a very severe crossroads. That's the intersection.
I was going to say the intersection's huge.
It is so huge.
But
women in STEM.
I remember my Instagram packed and banned and like blocked fully 2 weeks before I did dancing. Started dancing on ice.
Wait, I remember all of this now.
Yeah, it was awful.
Because you needed votes.
I was like, I need social media clout. I was like, this is my moment to like push social media. I was literally skating on dancing on ice with a social media influencer. And I'm like, what do I do? The amount of stuff I had to go through to get my account back. But like you said, that's my scrapbook. That's my CV. That's like what we want to show. That's how we show the world like what we're doing nowadays.
Yes.
And also, I've said it a couple of times, like social media for me is a big way of me connecting with my family because they're so far away and I don't get to see them every day. And I'm terrible at communication on my phone. So answering texts, phone calls.
Terrible.
My mom will be calling me and I'm like, I'll call her back in 10 minutes and I'll call her back 4 days later.
100%. 10 minutes does mean sort of like 148 hours
Yeah,
later.
yeah, it does. So that's like also another thing. Like they get to see me being my like authentic self on social media. And also like now they understand that I'm pushing that in the like for a reason. At first they were like, get off your phone. And now they're like,
get on your phone.
Post right now. Take a video of this. So it's so different. But with this Olympic Games, I think just the way the Olympics has grown, the Olympic Games for yourself, like Instagram was a thing, but we were still using filters.
I mean, I remember 2014 when we had a bunch of friends competing there, that it was just Twitter.
Yeah.
And then in 2018, it was just like, it was literally unheard of that I was posting Instagram
Yeah.
stories. And now it's like you're doing full on like vlogs of your whole experience.
Yeah.
And it can
Yeah,
be
the
really
setup.
overwhelming for the athletes that are coming in now that they feel like, okay, I'm here. I have to
They
capture
have
all
to
of
do
this.
it. Yeah.
And it's like, if you really just want to be able to share your story, you've got to do it like in the lead up, and you did like an amazing job.
Yeah.
You'll always be so
Thank you.
proud of that. It's like a job
But
inside of a job.
You helped push me to do that. Just the build up to the Olympics.
pusher.
You are a pusher. And that you need a friend that's always a pusher. You need
That's
an Adam in
true.
your life. You need an Adam in your life. But I just remember like just being like, okay, just post. And like Ilona, you said like from her Olympic experience, Ilona Maya, you just said she was posting 4 or 5 times a day, and look at her now. I'm like, that's a lot. How do I do that? But that's when I hired the social media manager, I hired the content guy, I hired like that. And I was like, hey, if I'm going to invest into this, like if there's a time to do it, it's now.
Yeah.
And I want to,
especially when you're competing.
yeah.
Because you don't even, like, I think that's really helpful, and you kind of need that when you're competing. But, like, really, if you're, like, a younger athlete, like, watching what you've done, just do it yourself. Like, just post.
Play with it.
Just play with
Yeah.
it. And because also you want to find your own voice, too. That
Yeah.
if you do find somebody to work with, that they know what you sound like and what you want to share
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
Even Tim, before we came to the games, he was like, is TikTok, like, still big? I'm like, are you a 60-year-old man? Why are you asking me this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, should I start posting again? I'm like, yes, absolutely. And then I was like, what do you mean again? Have you posted on TikTok before? Well,
Tim!
Jean-Luc and I spent a full evening going through Tim's old TikToks.
I'm scared.
I'm going to pull up one at least. I'm just fully exposing Tim right now. But he's been doing really well. He posted a bunch of TikToks at the games.
Yes, I've seen them. He's done a really good job.
Like, wait, we're going all the way back. But they're all in German.
Of course.
But
Strike one.
let's pull up. Who is this child?
Okay, I do like it. Okay, unfortunately, I am liking the German magic tricks.
I'm gonna link this video for everybody to watch.
You
and
do
you can
need
all
to see
scroll.
it. I like it.
You can scroll for his TikTok. Just make sure you follow him because he's gonna kill me for this.
Yeah, I do like it.
But he's been doing really well. He did a Valentine's Day video with Sarah in the Olympic
these are
Village. Like, he's been doing it, and like he's
You
been
just
loving
can't
it.
think about it. You just gotta like.
No, you just gotta
just
post.
gotta do it.
And he's really good at that. So, yeah. Long story short, the Olympics has been, well, for everybody, it's like you said, it's a social media blow-up platform at this point. There's so many skaters that actually have only just arrived,
Right.
and they
We're in
like,
the middle of all the skating events,
yeah,
by the way. Still.
like we finished, and there's still two skating events coming up.
Yes. that's
I'm
correct.
terrified for them.
If we can do it, they can do it.
Yes. I'm not terrified for the skaters. I'm terrified for the events on their own. Like, the fact that there's still things happening and I am 4 glasses of wine
Olympics
deep.
are just such a wild thing. Like, this is
Yeah.
really where, like, people always talk about it and they say anything can happen.
Yes.
But anything can happen.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to the beginning of this. This is so lovely. Just a live performance of
I was very
whatever
nervous
this
because
is.
I could see you sat on the chair.
I was enthralled. But like you were just talking about it perfectly of like when we were all in Boston and I could watch and sit and see everybody, it is a full arena. But at the Olympics, it's a full arena, but almost half of it is like seemingly much more spaced out because there's
Yeah.
the broadcast center from every single broadcaster in the world.
Yeah.
They're all there watching.
Yeah.
There's so much more media. There's so much more attention. And the schedule is crazier.
Yeah.
The competition at the World Championships can be like done in just a week.
Yeah.
This is over the course of almost 3
3
weeks.
weeks, yeah.
There's an opening ceremony. You're connecting with other members of your own teams. It's just different.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. Like, after Jean-Luc proposed yesterday, he goes, man, your post-Olympic depression is going to be real.
Oh, yeah.
I experienced it 4 years ago, but I feel like it's going to be really bad this time. We'll figure it out. I've got my psychologist on speed dial. We're fine.
Well, because you'll go right into wedding planning, so you'll just
Oh, that's great, right?
postpone it. Yeah. Some
have-
other stressful event.
Wedding planning and Worlds. It's not
Yeah.
that bad, eh?
Will you skate at Worlds?
Yes. Well,
That I had to
it's
tap
currently
out
planned.
before then.
It's currently planned, unless
should.
there's a change in plans, but the idea of getting back on the ice right now does not seem very appealing to me yet. My feet are still swollen from...
Yeah, you're not even wearing shoes now.
No. Sorry if my feet smell.
No, they smell great.
Love that. The men's event just happened. I don't usually watch other skating events because
You're doing your
don't
own.
love watching figure skating so much.
You'll get over that. I'll tell you that, like, when you retire, then when you start to, like, watch it again, it's really, you start to be like, this is really cool and amazing.
I like that.
There's so much I didn't watch when I was competing that now I really enjoy watching.
Okay, I'll get to that point then. But it just makes me I get really invested. Because of course I know what it feels like, and you know what it feels like. So watching the men's event the other night, we were watching the long program on Jean-Luc's laptop with my family on our sofa in our Airbnb. My parents were like kind of watching, but not really. But then they started watching because it started getting really intense.
Right.
And I was just casually watching as well. I was like, I want to watch just Ilya at the end. But then the last group were on and things were happening. And I was like in shambles. I'm like, I know what that felt like for me 3 days ago, and now this is happening to them, and for some people happening in the worst way. Like, I went to bed that night and I was like, I don't feel good. It's like really, it's just so hard to watch.
It is, but it can be devastating, but it can be so beautiful at the same time.
Yes, yeah, it's what sport is.
You don't realize it when you're in it, but when you have like some space from it, even the bad performances are like beautiful in their own way.
Oh, yeah.
That people took they took so much time and effort to prepare, and it happens.
Yeah.
Like the pressure is really intense, and you don't even know how your body will respond to it.
No.
And I mean, there are disastrous moments, but like Mikhail Shidorov being the Olympic champion is like one of those moments that I'll never forget.
It'll go down in history in a way that people didn't even expect.
Yes. Yeah. It's beautiful.
That guy's followers went from 12,000 followers to 170K.
Yeah, we do data here too.
I'm
analytics.
I'm nosy. I love seeing that. Like,
he's a hero.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He's
I watched
a hero.
this guy the video he posted right before coming in here to film this. He posted it 2 minutes ago and it had 800 comments, and I'm like, I love this for him. He's probably so overwhelmed.
I mean, it's amazing though, and he's the first men's Olympic champion that I can think of with braces.
Oh yes.
And that is really important to me.
Very, very cute. Very cute.
And it's amazing. And the Olympics is just filled with like moments like that, and that's what makes them like the greatest event in the world.
Yeah, and also like people want to watch that. They don't want to just watch something that's predictable. And figure skating can be predictable in some ways, but here at the Olympics, like for other people that don't watch the sport often, it's nice that they're like, oh, there's other emotions coming from it rather than level 4 exclamation point. Done. Like that's it.
Right.
So it is true that is kind of like what's happening. But the PES event is on tonight, long program tomorrow. Jean-Luc and I are not going to watch the short program, but we're going to go watch the long program.
So you're on your own for that.
Yeah. Like Tim.
That's fair.
Tim can. I don't know how he's going to do it because he's going to watch his girlfriend Sarah.
Right, of course. So
and
just film
I
a
know
TikTok.
he's nervous.
He'll be fine.
I feel like this the whole time. So he wants to go watch the short program event in a matador outfit because their short program is Spanish themed.
Okay.
But
incredible.
Because we're not going with him, he's like, I can't wear that.
No, he can.
He's like, I'm not getting on the bus alone in a matador outfit.
Yes, he is. People have done crazier things.
I know. I said that to him. Tim and I had the idea to wear Minions outfits and go watch Tommy, but it was on the day in between our
I wore
two
Minion
events.
socks.
I loved that. Loved it. Very on brand. Very on theme. He got his moment. That was...
Yeah, it was amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Close this up can we have 6 more hours, please? No?
We're getting no.
No? Okay. All right. You want to go for a drink after this then and continue?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, women's event. I was speaking to Isabel about...
My daughter.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So I used to train with her in Jersey when she was a little tiny duckling. I was also a little tiny duckling, but she was like down here.
Tinier.
She was a firecracker even back then. And just seeing her here and how she's blossomed, I'm like, whoa. Puberty is crazy.
Right. New Jersey is crazy.
Amazing. But she was telling me their name ideas for the Blade Angels.
Yes.
One of them was... What was the
I'm
other
so
one?
scared
No.
to hear these.
One of them was the Blade Babes. or the Beyblades.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh. And she's like, yeah, we weren't sure about that one. I'm like, yeah, it kind of sounds like a category on Pornhub.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys didn't go with
So
that.
much porn in this episode.
Yeah. Do you get in trouble for that on YouTube?
No.
Great.
At the home of skating, you cannot get in trouble for that.
I'm sorry, I might be exposing you guys as well at this point. But anyway, so she told me that was one of the name options. I'm like, yeah, you guys are the Powerpuff Girl vibes cute.
Totally.
Like, I'm so glad you went with the Blade Angels because you guys are angels.
Yeah. I love them. They're
But
so cute.
I'm so excited to see them on the ice on
Soon.
soon.
Let's just go with soon.
That is an event that I'm like, okay, I'm really excited to go see that, mainly for the U.S. girls to see them thrive from their media experiences and
the
everything.
Japanese women.
The Japanese women.
The whole event is incredible. That's going to be
girl,
another
but
amazing.
the women are gorgeous.
Yes.
So that's just a whole other thing on its own. So yeah, the rest of the Olympics happening. We have the closing ceremony. Will you be at the closing ceremony?
I will be.
Are you going to send me more bad photos of myself?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, shaky Instagram images. Cannot
Sideways.
wait. They always say, make sure they're shaky.
And put a filter on it. Yeah. So we have
Milan. I'll do the Milan filter.
Oh, yes. I haven't used that one yet. So we have the closing ceremony. There's the skating gala, which
Yes.
you are.
I'll be working
commentating?
there, yes.
Okay, are you allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's not
I'll
get-
be working the exhibition.
Got it. Love
Yeah,
that.
So I'll be there.
Fingers crossed we'll be in it. And yeah, the rest of the event we have to go. But I'm so happy that you've been here this whole time.
Oh, wouldn't miss it for the world.
There is one thing that I have to ask you very quickly before we wrap up, because I know there's people here and they have to move on. There's one thing to close this out. Can you tell me what was happening
I
here?
would love to tell you. So I was shooting a segment for the Late Show with Seth Meyers, and me and Maria Taylor, they were like, we're gonna give you both costumes to like go out. And there's an ancient law in Milan where you can get a fine for not smiling unless you're going to a funeral or the hospital, and it's still, I think, an active law, just like one of those ones where they're like, oh, we'll get around to it, and they just haven't
We'll leave
ever.
it for fun.
Yeah, exactly. And so we went to the Duomo and gave out tickets and fines to people who were not smiling. And I will also say, Maria Taylor showed up, and I was like, where's your costume? And she was like, yeah, I'm not wearing it. So I was in a not a police uniform, it said security. So I was one step away of like, just grab a mop and a broom and clean this place up. It's a pigsty. And a giant hat. And so that's why I was in a police uniform at the Duomo.
Polizia, pickpocket!
Pickpocket! Which is, honestly, it's an honor. And I love the law.
Yeah.
And so that it was important to me to enforce it.
Very political of you. Mm-hmm. Love that.
You know me.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, I had to ask that. I saw the video and I was like, I'm texting Adam, what the hell is this? I was like, wait, I'm saving this moment to ask you live.
No, yeah, people
I
need
was
to
so
know live.
curious. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. I hope they're paying him well.
It was a rental. So I don't have it, and you'll probably never see me in it again, really, unfortunately. And that's really a beautiful way to kind of close up the episode.
Polizia, pickpocket, everybody. But yeah, no, I could talk to you for hours. I could talk to you guys for hours. We'll still have so much to recap about this whole Olympic experience.
Yeah, you need to do another recap when you go home so I can like watch that.
Yeah.
But you need to debrief.
What I do to debrief and recap is I go through my photos to be like, oh my God.
Smart.
That happened.
Olivia smart.
Not so smart sometimes. Or I have that badge from a fan that says Olivia dumb. Mm-hmm. I love it.
On our skating podcast, The Run Through, we always tell people, are you Olivia smart or are you Olivia dumb?
Today I'm
and
Olivia
it's
dumb.
important that you are always Olivia smart.
Yeah, unless...
And not Olivia stupid.
No.
Which is funnier.
That's funnier.
I know, but I said dumb first.
The initials don't change.
No.
It's fine. It's okay. Olivia dumb or Olivia smart, everybody. You choose your character today. But thank you for sitting with me.
I love you. I would do it a million times over.
We can do this without the cameras all the time or with the cameras. But
Say goodbye to your audience.
Wait, thank you for everything.
Well, duh.
You're an inspiration.
You are.
I need more bubbles. Anyway, I'm sweating. My pants are too tight. Like I said, when I'm at home, I dress like a bum. I'm wearing my pajamas on the sofa and I sit with you, but I decided to dress up this time. But don't get used to it. But I love you all so much. I'm so grateful you're following along with whatever this is. And I have a few more days left here in Milan at the Winter Olympic Games. And I hope you all follow along. I hope you are all well. Lots of love and ciao.